thought it would be lighter in here because
Ain't going.
you said what?
You're on.
Your Tyson is loud. Hey, what's up, and welcome to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live only on BeExposedRadio.com. I'm at home in the marvelous chateau. um, oh wow, this is real live. Yeah, my dear, this is sexy. I can have an OnlyFans page now. If I can do this, I can do an OnlyFans page. But so yeah, I'm here. Hopefully, we'll have Miss Sharon Nixon joining us shortly. She just told me she's beating her face. I ain't live now. I'm just letting you know that we're live. This is a lot. I'm here. This is probably the first time that I've had to put food on the last couple of days, last week or so. But I am here. I'm in a haircut. I'm eating too much. And I'm surviving this pandemic. Is that too long? So, I am here today. I'm going to talk about a couple things. One, we're going to talk about two of the documentaries that I have out here on watching. And I've actually watched both of them twice in the last week. One is the Adam C. Walker film that's on Netflix, and the other one is the Malcolm, Who Killed Malcolm X documentary. So we will unpack them because there are a lot of things that I've discovered in watching this film. And not only watching it, but I listen to everybody's commentary on it prior to me watching it. And it was really ugly on behalf of my own people. I discovered some really ugly facts about Malcolm X. And this film, it doesn't necessarily cover his whole life, but more so it talks about his life. But it mainly pinpoints and directs the attention to that last year of his life. So I really just see in terms of his public image and the issues that he had with terms of government, the police department, and the Nation of Islam. Well, part of the Nation of Islam, because a lot of the Nation of Islam secular Islamic society actually holds ties with the Nation of Islam. A lot of people don't know that. So secular Nation of Islam, and he was basically blackmailed by last year of his life. He did not have a very positive image as far as Islam. So a man that you know in life and you can support today, that wasn't what his life was that last year of his life. What his life was like.
Sorry, I'm going to have to interject real quick. You may have to call in via your phone because your audio is on your mic is like horrible. It's the worst thing ever.
Well, first of all, don't ever say it's the worst thing ever because do I need to turn it up some? So we're testing out. So we're, of course, we're all home. Is that Sharon?
I see Sharon Nixon is in the house.
Hey, Sharon, can you hear me now? Or is it not good?
I can hear you better now. I don't know why it was sounding like that. I can hear you better now. All right,
I probably wasn't that close
I'm
to
going
it.
silent again. Bye.
Hey, Sharon,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm good.
Welcome to the new Artist Exchange.
I see, I love it.
You see my boudoir?
No, I don't see anything. Your camera's off.
You turned your camera off. It is off.
I think I just turned it off. I'm not used to all of this. This is a lot, Sharon.
It's 2020. Get used to it.
I'm, Talk about. Then I have to go back to school next week. Teaching. You can see me now.
Yeah,
All I got
school's close to the 25th. What you teaching?
No, well, they are starting virtual classrooms with the Baltimore City public and county schools, and I ain't ready. I think I've already gotten in trouble with my director. I can say it a lot because I'm not teaching families. I'm teaching
Families.
whose name is on that roster. I'm not teaching your little brother because he don't have nothing to do. I'm not doing that. No, take me off that list. I'm the first one to raise my hand. Excuse me, on this lane. Excuse me, can you see my hand? No, I'm not teaching families. I'm have to be creative in my teaching style, so it includes Grandpa and Uncle James too. No, I'm not doing that. They need to send me in my.
That's gonna be kind of weird.
Right. So right now they're trying to decide whether they want to do virtual classrooms where I'm live like this.
They're just deciding that school's been off almost 2 weeks.
That's why we. That's why we.
I thought people were homeschooling.
Well, they are, but that can only last for so long. And teachers unions are probably complaining, and now the parents association, the five of them that's really there, probably complaining that this is too much, and that parents got to go back to school and work and all that.
Yeah, how are they supposed to get their grades if they're being taught by somebody and that's not their profession? No offense, parents. No offense.
Well, I agree, but the package that they got was supposed to be turned in. So it's not just them teaching them, but they're supposed to be giving them the instruction. That's why they're going to this method because we have a lot of seniors that are now saying they graduate and then they don't have a couple weeks. But yeah, so I'm depressed about that. I want my money.
Who's that?
I'm not. But we're gonna talk about soon to come. So have you been binge watching or you been stuck in the house?
No, I'm working from home, so it's hard for me to do that.
Doing no work. You ain't doing no
Oh,
work.
I thought he was gone.
Umani.
Yeah.
That's not me.
You know he gonna make his image known the whole
No,
time.
wait a minute. That was not me. That wasn't me. I wasn't talking. My phone's been muted. I'm going back on silent.
Don't like you, Marty. He's such a
He's
liar.
just an engineer. He's being an engineer right now. He don't want to be. He don't want to be associated.
Okay.
So how has work been for the last? How long have you been home for? Like the last?
I've been home since last Tuesday.
Ooh. I've been home since the 14th. Well,
Of
really,
March?
the 14th is that right? So that was of this month. So that was my last day, the 14th.
This is
Yes,
March.
it's still March.
Really, that's what I'm saying. So I've been home since the 14th.
Oh wow.
It's been about 2 weeks now.
So do the teachers get paid though?
Huh?
They don't get paid?
I can't say that on live. I can't.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's why we're in my bedroom.
Confidential question.
Go to my OnlyFans page as well. But I haven't had to do any like classroom work. So we've been doing more like training classes. Oh wow.
So in other words, students have been not learning because of you.
Well, it's not because of me, because of their president, one, and two, because all of them went home, and a lot of the schools made sure that they got information, and their parents were able to download a lot of this package. So it was nothing that we could do because nobody knew we would be still out. They thought we were just going to be out for a week or so, and this would be turned around, and we'd be back. Nobody still be eating and watching Netflix.
I heard some of what you said, but you were muffled.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you much better now. Thank you.
So, for you, but you probably teleworked before, so this not as bad for you as.
No, well, this is the first time I've ever for someone else. This is the first for me.
Oh, you don't like it?
Mm-mm.
Do you like it?
No.
Why?
because I
Now
think,
you can do. Now you can do your own work in the privacy of your
no,
home.
but I'm too scared to do that. I actually sit here from 8, and then this morning I woke up late, so I was late getting to work, which is in my office. It's just like crazy.
Like
So I'm
2 feet
scared
away.
to do it. Yes, I'm like, oh my God, it's week 2, and I'm so scared. Like I
So you
won't
have to
do
be on
anything.
camera, or do you have to just log
No,
in?
it's just I have a laptop and I just sit here and work and I send emails to people and do what I normally do when I'm at work. And I'm just too
You think they're
scared.
watching you?
I don't know. I'm just nervous. I don't know.
But just do what you do when you're in your own office. Open up your other computer and type away. Oh, yeah, here you go. Here you go. Let me send this. Go back. I know we live, so you can't really.
Right.
Okay, I got you.
Stay on the open stage.
Right. Because your company is everywhere. I'm just scared.
It better be. It better be.
So I'm not going to say anything. You are training the people that's going to save our lives. So mom's the word. But for me, is my mic on? I don't think my mic is on. I'm not, this shit right here, I'm not used to this. I'm going to be real honest
You
with
better
you.
get used to it. It's the wave of the
I'm sorry. I haven't even gone live this whole 2 weeks. That ain't my life. I think I did morning show on Tuesday and that was it.
You better get used to it. Y'all could do radio shows like this live. More
Well,
money.
everybody's doing it now, so I don't want to be around people. Because I've had 2 shows since it started.
Yeah, y'all were like this far from each other. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, and she was real comfortable with life. That makes me nervous. You don't have nothing to lose, baby. I need you to get that together. But so what have you been doing otherwise? I know you haven't been doing much without much.
I can't hear you again.
Do you have your boo with you?
No.
No.
And that's just the way we're going to leave it.
That's nerve wracking. I don't even want to.
I'm good. I'm down here, me and my plants and my stuffed animal and my crickets. We good.
I want you to move that camera, right? I want to see what else is in that apartment.
Nothing. This
But
was.
so can you give us some information on? Because I just got the new marketing for the gala that was supposed to be this month.
How did you get it? Did I send it out yet? I sent it out.
Yes, because it's
Oh, it was
in
on
the
Facebook.
summertime.
I did it on Facebook and the website is updated. So I see as soon as 4:23 hit, I'm on Fashion Umbrella time. 4:23. What time is it? Yeah, 4:23. Fashion Umbrella. But the gala has been postponed till June 27th.
Okay.
And we're on the fence if we're going to leave it there because I don't like to get all dressy, and then you want me to get all dressed up and then come and dance. I'm not really feeling that. So
But it's summertime, so you're gonna be able to be a little bit more relaxed.
exactly, seersucker suits for the guys.
And you might can have it earlier so we can catch the daylight.
Well, we're having it. Well, it's at center stage, so.
Is that older galas at center stage now?
Yeah, it's at center stage. It's in the same room we had the designer meeting.
Okay.
So it's going to be in there because they have lighting and all that kind of stuff and gobos with trees and stuff. So it's going to be really nice. I know I went over the top buying the decor for the event. It's just like it's on steroids. I'm gonna stop though. I'm gonna stop spending.
You're not. And you really not gonna stop now.
I can't.
Now that you got a side hustle, you really.
I can't hear you.
I think I'm gonna have to just call in on my other phone because
I can't hear you.
You really can't hear me? No! Can you hear me now? I'm gonna mute it. Probably because I haven't used this laptop. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Let me turn this my sound up. Keep talking. Keep talking about Bella.
Your default speaker has changed. Okay, you will not. Okay. Cool. It was me?
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Why is it me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
So
Sorry.
finish telling us what to expect in June.
So, it's the same thing with summertime weather. Like the females don't have to wear like gowns and stuff, but the food is going to be off the chain.
They got
Um,
summertime formal wear.
I'm not wearing it. I already got my. You want to see my dress? You want to see my dress?
Sure, let's see your dress.
No, no. I'm not wearing. No, my dress is really long. It's very form fitting, and you can reverse it so you can wear it in the front, and the girls will be out, kind of sorta, or you can wear it backwards. So that's I have
So
two options
you
to
will
choose.
start out with the formal attire, and then to
No,
get the
no,
mixes in, you will turn it around.
no. I'm gonna wear it backwards. I'm gonna wear it backwards, and
But
then
with
once I get a little nice, I'm gonna flip it to the front. Hey, hey, hey. No.
I mean, you could. I mean, I was looking forward to coming. It's unfortunate. Like I'm not depressed as an artist, but I just feel like we're normally when stuff like this happens, we're normally the ones that can keep it going, keeping the momentum going. But so many things have been just dropped, and I've been sending you a lot of the resources that they are coming up with for art organizations and artists and
Yep, I've been getting them. I'm on it.
but a lot of it is still it's beneficial to organizations, but it's not as beneficial to individual artists because right now they're
Right,
just gathering a lot of funds. And what
right,
I see happening is they have money, but they're trying to get free money in order to pay people like myself.
right.
And I really feel some kind of way about that because artists have really been slighted. Well, I'm gonna say
Well, I told you a long time ago that the Artist Exchange need to be a business anyway, like a nonprofit.
well, and right now that's what I'm literally I've been like
You got the
working
king of nonprofits right in your back pocket, Marnie. I don't know why what's taking you so long. Because you
money.
are tapped so into those resources. There's you.
Well, what I'm
Next
learning is
question.
the frustrating, and it's not anything that you haven't already said, but for artists of color, it's not that simple for us because then we're competing with white organizations. So right now, I work for a nonprofit that's in the school system, and we're competing with white organizations that are just like us.
Pick your phone up. Oh, there you
Uh,
go. Okay, now I can hear you better.
so they want us out. They basically want us out. They don't like the competition that they have. White people don't want us, especially in the nonprofit world. It's ugly. And like trying to find funding, and you do a lot of things independently. You don't see a lot of the cat fighting, but it's really ugly. And right now we're seeing how much our organization care about it. And I'm not gonna put mine out there because we are working towards making our way through this. But there's been a lot of things that I've seen happen. That's mine. I should just switch over. Let me see if I can switch over because that's crazy. One, this laptop is about. Oh, okay, so I should just use my lips and not my head. That's what you're saying.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
I
That's
can't.
exactly what he said. I'm gonna repeat what you said. That's it. Because
But
I'm
on your side, in terms
oh my God.
of a nonprofit, I'm not. I'm ignoring him. On your behalf, and being with a nonprofit, like how prepared was your company for this, and how prepared do you think organizations should now be when stuff like
Well,
this happens?
for us, it wasn't, it was kind of sort of for me, it was more of what we had during the ride.
Hmm.
It happened in April, and we were like, we had a casting, So when the ride jumped off, we had a cancel like 6 weeks later. I'm like, shit, what are we gonna do?
Right.
And I just froze in silence. I didn't do anything. And then once it cleared up, it hit full speed ahead. And so with this, with what we're going through now with 19, oh, by the way, I made a t-shirt too. Anyway,
Yes.
Marty is stupid.
That's
So
just the
anyway,
Dominican got up there
I mean,
now.
I'm steady moving ahead. I'm in communications with my board very closely. I'm in communications with the venue, the one here in Baltimore and in New York. Like, I need what ifs, put me on the calendar just in case. Because this is like when I had that brief when I did that brief live last week or whenever I did it about force majeure. This is a force majeure moment, like an act of, not a really act of God, but it's an act of something that was out of my control. And so I don't have time to sit here and worry about, oh my God, I mean, I'm sensitive to the subject. I am. I don't want people to think that I'm not, but I can't completely engulf myself in what's going on, because say something and 2 weeks later, everything's back to normal. So all this time that there were 4 weeks or 5 weeks that nothing really happened, I don't have that luxury to pick up and go. Because then I'll be back to work full time, back in the office. I'll be working my part time. That'll be back in my life again. So now that I have all this extra time outside of when I get off of work at 4:23, so I'm still moving and grooving. I just redid 2 websites. I'm about to launch another one for the gala, so everybody can have one place to go to find out about the updates. So.
And I see a lot of that work happening, specifically from you, but in terms of independent artists, I mean, a lot of people have been doing it. So you see a lot of DJs now going live, radio. You said what?
You said move over.
Oh. I'm in the bed. It's getting too comfortable. I told y'all this is dangerous to me. I've got at home. That's why I'm always either in the office or doing something. I cannot sit down. This is crazy for me.
Good mic.
So in terms of you being an independent business, now that you're home more, I know you still have to do your regular hours at work, but when you get off, how are you organized in terms of structuring your right now? I'm not good at sitting at home doing work, so I have to be somewhere else. Even if I'm sitting in a cafe doing work, I gotta be outside of the home. So now being stuck in the home, I'm now having to reorganize the way I've done it. What advice do you give to myself who I don't have this structure in home?
I don't know if I don't know if it's advice I can give, or if it's just a mindset for me. Like, I have to be able to tap into my business. I don't care where I am.
Right.
My phone, my tablet, my computer, whatever's happening at my office, I should be able to know what's going on, and I should be able to tap in, and it's just work is normal. It's hard because a lot of things, when it's hit, a lot of people just shut down and canceled stuff. I don't ever have that option.
Right.
My brother doesn't have the option to stop. We have to keep, it's a lot of stuff coming down the pike, and it's involving a lot of people. And we just can't shut down because of this. But so for independent artists, I guess you have to think past this, although, this too shall pass.
Right.
So you just have to remain focused and just look at the pitch at the end of the road. Like, this is just a hiccup. Lord forbid nothing else tragic really happened, but in the interim of things, we just have to be fluid and moving.
And part of this has been, I know for me, part of this has been, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
What?
I think, can you hear me?
No.
I am done with this.
It's not me.
No, it's me. It's me. But
The light
so
is on you. Oh God.
Okay. You can hear me fine. I'm trying. I'm really trying, and I'm going.
Monty, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Monty.
Okay. So I think part of what my
Oh
issue was like a lot of stuff did get shut down. A lot of stuff did get Yeah, your mic is off.
Monty, what am I doing wrong? What the fuck can I hear?
We just can't hear each other. Can we hear each other?
I can't hear you. The fuck?
That's how I feel.
Wait. We're gonna
Are you
start
on
all
now,
over.
Marnie? You know your name is up on the screen?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you.
I can't hear you.
Yeah,
But
that's the problem.
I can't hear you.
Let me see if I.
Monty.
No.
I can't hear nobody. You want me to call you?
Go out and come back in. Go out and come back in. Go out and come back in.
Put on my glasses?
No. Okay. So one of the things that I've been doing right now is one, I had to figure out some new methods of kind of coping with this. And I had to realize some of my goals, I had to continue to plan for them. I had to continue to put myself in a mindset where I was ready for it. And I had to put myself in a space where I was in a new space. So my home has never been a great space for me to be able to.
I can't hear you.
You're laughing. I know.
Hold on. I cannot. I swear to God, I cannot hear you.
And we can hear you fine. Morning.
If anybody is live out there in Facebook world, if you can hear us, can you type that you can hear us? Okay. It's me.
I can hear you.
Is it
me? Yes.
Go out and come back in. Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna go out.
So a lot of what am I doing right now? So we're
I'm gonna leave, and then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna leave the meeting.
So just like at Big Schools right now, we are trying something new, and we're trying something that we've done telework before, where we were remote at certain locations, but now all of our shows are now having to be moved to our home and do things virtually. And it was frustrating to me in the last 2 weeks because one, I was putting my health in danger. My mic. By going out, I know this is the same thing. Can you hear now? Okay, so I'm gonna keep it like that. So part of what I've had to do now is try to restructure. This is how I work. I'm not great at working from home. One, because once I sit on my bed, that's it. I'm going to sleep. And I had to really refocus like my room and my home and my living room had to now. So when I start teaching next week, I have to set up a new location in my living room. So I'm not sitting on the bed teaching a class and my energy is waning. And a lot of things that I've seen over the last couple of weeks is just I've seen a lot of artists lose their energy and preparing for whatever they were. Turn your mic on, Sharon. She's muted.
Yes, I
You
can hear you now. I
hear me
apologize.
now? Look at that. Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? God is amazing. I got a
So,
story.
what I'm saying, Sharon, is my frustration has really been what do we do next? So, for me, in certain areas of my life, I still have control over it. Like my jewelry, I still have control over that. So, I didn't let
So
that.
make jewelry.
Right. So, I'm still making it, but I still have an online shop. And people are still wanting to spend money. People are still wanting some semblance of normalcy. So, I've kept that going. But
Okay.
as far as like teaching, I had to sit that down because it was frustrating because the organization I was working with in the school system, they weren't ready to do anything. So I was trying to figure out some ways to teach online, and I've tried some different things. But like I didn't do well with online classes in college. That wasn't my strong suit. I'm gonna be transparent and say I failed every online class I had because I being in a building. You said what? Is it there?
Fix it in.
So, in terms of a lot of the programming being halted, what do you what what should we do in terms of just canceling everything?
I think she, at first, I need people to stop saying cancel unless you're really canceling it. Because
Right,
canceling
right.
means it's not coming back. We need to
So
either
postpone
postpone or
rather than
reschedule. It's
right.
a mindset. I have a really good friend who gets on me all the time about the words I use. And so it's we're either postponing it or rescheduling it. If you're canceling
Mm-hmm.
it, then I don't ever want to see a couple of your Facebook pages being rebirthed back to life because it's done. You canceled it. So I think that for individuals like yourself, you should just stay creative and active with what you currently do, although the school is not there, and it's not really your first love anyway, although you love art. And
It's my benefactor. We're not gonna talk about my benefactor that way. Benefactor. But I already had that mindset. That's so it didn't crush me that I wasn't in the classroom. Lord knows these few weeks have been a blessing. But that's still my benefactor. You gotta
well, I mean, I guess I'm in the same kind of boat too. I found out yesterday that my part-time job isn't opening back up until the 19th, but I'm like, oh, okay. Um,
see you
but
later.
huh?
See you later.
But I think you should just stay with the norm, although we're now no one said that we couldn't go outside.
Mm-hmm.
That we just have to practice social distancing. So
The
I
people
went
I
outside
don't
today.
trust people washing their hands. I don't trust.
Then you have to carry this and say, "Hey, how you doing?" Give them a squirt, a couple of squirts, and that
Well,
way.
tell me when you at the office again so I can dig into your thing. Because ain't none of this shit
Oh,
going
I
on.
know, right? You should come past here. I got a big gallon size of it in the garage.
That's gonna be my field trip for
Okay,
the next day that you have available.
I'm available any day because I'm here. How about that?
I
Um,
might do an outing on Saturday because I really have, and
yeah.
I forced myself to stay in the house to be creative. Now my house is a lot more cleaner. It definitely is. But I'm tired of looking at it. And I just felt my energy kind of draining a little bit. And it really, I do better when I'm working. When I'm working and when I'm active and when I feel like I'm doing something.
But because we can still go outside, you should still be able to still remain active.
Well, I was trying to follow the orders of our government right now.
Right.
And
He said 10 people.
what was that again?
I mean, we can go out, we just can't be out in bunches of 10 or more.
Yeah, but it's really nothing to really do. But like, if I come over your house, that's what we have to do. And that was never my thing. Like, I'm not a
Yeah,
house.
me either.
So that I had to focus my energy, or I would be probably doing something that I shouldn't be doing. So I'm trying to. I'm being transparent. I can be honest with myself. I know myself, but in any event, like, because I have things that are still planned, so I'm trying to keep my focus on. So I have an event, production that I'm working on starting next month, and we got
Starting when?
Say it again.
Starting when?
So our rehearsals start the end of next month.
Oh, okay.
Well, he hasn't canceled them as of yet, but and now we have plane tickets for when we're going to do the show in another state. So that's been my energy right now, just refocusing. And I've a lot of the great things that have happened to me, like registering my jewelry business, the first business I ever had, starting the artist exchange, have all started in moments like this. So me even doing online commerce. Like my first jewelry website was on Etsy, and that started in the house that month of a visit. A lot of the things like this I have sparked energy from. There's just something about this that is just when things are shut down to the point where like you can't really, it's nothing to do. You know, you can't even go sit in a cafe. You gotta get your food and come back home. So I think that's the thing that was mixing with me second life.
Well, that part I can get with because I did walk into my office today and it was like a ghost town.
It was. That's why I'm going down there. It's really
It was
depressing.
depressing. I'm like, damn,
Uh-huh.
nobody's out.
Yeah.
No, I mean the block was just like nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody's down in the harbor. They're not. They just ain't out.
Mm-hmm. And see, I
I mean,
didn't even
nothing.
go that far.
Nobody's out. Nothing's open.
Right. Me just coming to the office, to the station, it was just like nobody in the building. Like that's a big building for nobody to be in.
Yeah.
And all you may see is an officer every now and again coming
Yeah.
back about the courthouse. But it's like to me, I don't feel like I got depressed, but it's like, what do you do when there's nothing to do? And
Well, I
going
got kind of sort of depressed a little bit, and I
how
quickly
about
got
in
out of
Atlanta?
that 'cause I can spiral real quick.
So how have you used your creativity to get out of that?
I've been, you know, luckily I have not purchased not one thing since all this started. I haven't. I'm very proud of myself.
I've been buying food. That's it.
Well, I got food because you know I like these vegetables and seafood, but like I haven't. I did want to go to Michael's just to go and walk through the store, and then I found out it was really closed. I'm like, really? Y'all really like close?
When did they officially close?
They officially closed Monday,
Okay.
and they're not opening back up until April 19th. So
So was the rule that the stores could only be open until 5?
no, they were shut down at 5. They closed their doors at 5.
So that's what I'm saying. So they could be open during the day, but they had to close
No, they're shut, closed.
starting this last Monday.
Yep.
Oh.
And daycares today, their last person or whatever is at 5 o'clock. Then after that, they're closed.
Now with the daycare centers, they can only stay open for emergency
Yeah.
employees.
Those what you call those people?
Essential.
Right. But I was watching the morning show yesterday, the one with I don't know if it's called the morning show, but the one with Gail King. And this organization, I wrote it
Good
down.
Morning America. I think that's Good Morning America. Something like
Well, it's an organization out where you what is it? Oh, CBS in the morning. Like they had a group of it's an organization that will bring college students out that are in the medical field to come watch emergency responder children. They come to your house and you fill out a form and they send their people to you, get to interview them, and it was really cool.
But that makes no sense to me. Well, I guess because it's still a group of children.
Well, it was like for little kids.
Right. The rules are not making sense of what's going on or what they're telling us is going on. And certain things like why is the liquor store still open? But other businesses.
Uh-oh, it went out again. Is it me?
It was me.
Is it
I think
me?
can you hear me?
Oh. I'm gonna try to use my phone. It might be me again. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. So
what the fuck? Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't want you.
I'm gonna go out and then come back in. I don't know what the.
So I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about this because I think it is at a point where we're at a 2 week mark now. I think it is getting a little depressing. But one of the things that I am now doing is go to the Artist Exchange radio show page and the group page, and I think I'm gonna start sharing some of it into the Big Schools page as well because there's resources for businesses, small businesses, as well as artists and art organizations and nonprofits to be able to get some emergency relief information. And it's stuff on there about not delaying, but what is it called, Marty, when they're extending your mortgage payment or your interest payments and stuff like that. So a lot. Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I think it was my speaker. I was trying to go through my Bluetooth speaker. It's not working. I'm over it.
Okay. I think when I fold this, that's when the problem comes. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
So one of the resources that I'm doing, well, one of the things that I'm offering now for the Artist Exchange is a lot of resources that I've been sent through various organizations, membership organizations that I'm with. And I think it's really beneficial. A lot of it is geared towards artists, but a lot of it is giving us really vital information. Like if you did not have insurance, health insurance, you have now until April the 15th to be able to apply for some type of health insurance. Come up.
Your mic.
So a lot of the information that I've been being sent in terms of mortgages and a lot of the stuff that's already out there, but it's direct links to certain banks and certain mortgage companies and certain insurance companies that you can go to directly. And I'll be posting a lot of that stuff on my Facebook page. Part of the problem was I wanted to make sure this stuff was sending us to legit places, and I didn't want to put information out there that was just people fishing for more information. Because a lot of the funding sources are sending us to GoFundMe page or places where we can go and fund these things. And I know that's a hardship for people who right now living off that last paycheck that they probably got, or don't know where the next paycheck is coming from, or kind of stressing because they just probably paid all their bills for March, and now they're waiting for April to come, and it's probably nothing that's going to probably do.
Wait a minute, the bike boys are going by. Hold on.
Say it again.
I said the bike boys are going by. Hold on.
Oh, we can't even hear them. But they still out. But I really wanted to make sure you all had the information that is vital for all of us. So a lot of the stuff that I've been sharing with Sharon for nonprofit and art. You said what? Won't you just join the conversation? I need you to bump, please. He had to bump his curls. That's what it was. He had to relax.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, I can hear you.
We can hear you. And I can't really see any of it. I'm frustrated because I can't see anything. But I'm gonna just keep talking. So I want to kind of switch the conversation a little bit, and I want to talk about two films that I watched. One was a documentary, one was a film. And I think the first one I'm gonna talk about because I have Sharon, and hopefully the other young lady joins us shortly. But
Well, yeah, I can't hear you.
The first movie that I watched was. Is that me?
Your mic.
Yeah. What happened?
You were going down again.
Can you hear me? Hello?
I can hear you. Go ahead. Hello. Hello.
Is that me? Hello?
He frozen.
Hello? Hello. Hello. I can't do this. This is frustrating. Because everything is not.
Yeah.
Yes. Hello.
I can hear you. Yeah. There you go. I think we should all meet at 25th and Charles and eat it, get something to eat and taste this.
I can't hear anything.
Oh God, Marty ready to fight. Why not?
Is that me?
Are you the host? Oh. Oh God. I don't want to be the host. Move my ass. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Yay! No, not that I know of. Not that I know of. They haven't told me. You feel it coming on you? Oh, on some. But you know what? They probably won't tell us. Oh,
Yeah, I'm never coming outside again
oh my
until
God.
it's over.
We can't. I'm not going to be a prisoner of my own home. That's not happening.
Yeah,
So we have to. I think they didn't say that we can't go outside. They just said we have to social distance.
right,
Like
right.
there's been so
See, the
many.
problem
I've
with the
been in the
social
house since
distancing
last
and
week.
the
They was
problem with social distancing and allergy season
yeah.
is that sneeze travel 8 feet.
I just, I wanted to go to Hunt Valley today, but I was like, okay, am I going to be the only one on the train, or will someone try to sit beside me?
Right,
I didn't
right.
go,
See, that's the problem with mass transportation because you can't say move.
and I don't want to catch an Uber because
That's
no,
expensive,
and
right?
that well, yeah, and that's too close.
Oh shoot! Just coming to think of it, I didn't tell him. Oh man, I'm gonna have to call him tomorrow now.
Like, what are you supposed to do?
I got a rental car that I was supposed to take back because I got my truck back today.
Uh-oh.
No, I forgot to call him when I came back in from picking my truck up to come pick this car up. He never came back. Let me
What
back.
time makes you so I work there?
Let me see. Like you've been going for 5 minutes now, 5 whole minutes.
Nature fair.
Like I don't know anything about art. I couldn't tell you anything about art if your life depended on it.
Well, I can't. He needs to. What he doing? And I don't know his cell phone number.
He's saying trying to come back. That's what he said.
Oh,
Sorry, you guys. Your host is MIA for a second. He's coming.
so you can look at me until he comes.
I can tell you this: at 7 o'clock, we got what's that other show called? Cocktail Social.
Ooh, that's cute. That sounds fancy.
Yeah, they're all going to be sequestered in their own homes, coming together as a group, the same way we're doing now. But hopefully, they don't have this depredation and all of these problems.
So what made you use Ring Central?
Well, you know, that's the company that.
Oh, that's your phone service.
Thank you. That the other people use. The other people. You know what I'm talking about. We're not going to say their names because I don't want to get caught.
Yeah, don't say that. Keep it
It comes with
mysterious.
our phone service, so we don't use it off. I mean, we don't use it as much as we could.
Oh,
I said
okay.
I'll use it. I can use it for while we're here, while we're going through all of this, and we
Oh,
can't actually be at
absolutely.
the studio. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's Jacqueline. You say, remember Jacqueline?
yeah, I wanted to use Hangouts because that would be more in fitting with our Chrome platform since we use Chrome for everything.
Why should you StreamYard? What the hell? They got a free version.
Right, but StreamYard doesn't fit in with our software.
Oh.
Where this fits, this and Google Chrome, Google Hangouts fits into our software, so we can actually stream better.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I tried everything actually. I was playing with this all last week. As soon as we found out we couldn't go in, I mean, we could still go into the office because we would be considered essential because we report the news. But I'm not going because I don't trust
If you
anybody.
can't stay in the house.
Oh no, like I said, I went outside just now and went and got my truck. But if it ain't essential, if I don't gotta go get essentials, then I'm not going outside, and you're not coming in here.
And you're not coming in here. Such a bully. You're not coming in here.
He's still not back. I see his
He was
name in the
he's
list.
on there though.
His name's in the list, so maybe he calling in.
He a fail.
It
I need him to get his life
gives you
calling.
the phone numbers when you log in, Nate, if that's what you're doing. So, um,
But he don't know what he's doing.
I've never had these issues before, but that's okay. We're running
Wait,
commercial free, so you know you only got 46 minutes left in the show.
work in progress, work in progress.
If you would like to become a sponsor, here, I can give you some information. If you want to become a sponsor of this show or this station, you can easily just email us at info@beexposedradio.com.
Yeah. When was the last time you did your show, Ronnie?
I did my show Tuesday.
What?
Yeah, you missed it. I had 4 people. We did it on here on Tuesday.
You so
We
fancy.
were talking about the coronavirus. I told them my theory on why I think the coronavirus is here.
Oh, what is it?
My theory is that okay, the first part of my theory is that I think Mother Nature did this on purpose because it's given us a chance, a reprieve from all the pollution that we produce that is
Yeah.
destroying the world. Because China's pollution level has dropped 90%.
Everybody's pollution level has
Yeah,
dropped. New York
California's pollution
especially.
level has dropped. You can see through the air in California.
Mm.
What's the other one? Italy. Italy water has cleared up through the canal. You can see straight down through to the bottom of the water.
Yeah.
So I think this was a reset. Mother Nature said, look, humans are the problem because we are the problem, and we need a reset because you're going to destroy this. Mother Nature was like, you're going to destroy me. But the other part of what I thought too was that I kind of feel like this thing was created not necessarily by a person, but by something that wanted to, like I said, also give this world a reprieve. And I mean that by saying that you see who's dying. I'm so glad that you're not in this category yet, but you're close. Of being 60 and over. You know what I'm saying? You're close, but you're not there yet. But 60 and over, it seems like they are the ones that this disease is focused on. Not saying that younger people aren't getting sick too, but this disease is killing the majority of 60 and over people. Now, mind you, we have a lot of 60 and overs in our Congress. We got a lot of 60 and overs that are running this world, and they are a problem. You see now that the prime minister over there in the UK has it.
I started watching the news about it. I'm like,
yeah, they just
let
announced
me
that
know when
today.
Governor Hogan is coming on. That's all I care about right now.
Yeah, they just announced that today that the UK prime minister has it. He's over 60.
But then somebody sent me a link where it says you shouldn't take Tylenol or Advil because the Tylenol increases something. I'm like, yo.
Advil is ibuprofen, so they don't want you to take the painkiller that's the best for your body, and they don't want you to take acetam. I can't say that word because it's too long for just real life. You know, aspirin is that acetaminophen. You know that one. All right, you can have your show back.
I'm really can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
So I will say, and this is a frustration that I'm speaking of, because I'm used to having control over my environment and the things that I want to do. And this right now feels like as you were saying, I was listening to you talking, and I also feel like Mother Nature is saying, I'm reclaiming my time. And then some of us that have been doing what we're supposed to be doing, we're just casualties in all of this. And I'm trying really hard not to be frustrated. That's why I've stayed in the house, because people are
just look at it as a test, and that because it's a test, we have to pass with flying colors. So we have to continue to be active and creative and vibrant and liquid and lucrative, just so that we don't all go stir crazy. I refuse. I was starting to fall into that depression mode. I'm like, nope, I'm too cute to be depressed. I'm sorry.
And you ain't got your hair done.
Hey.
You legally got your hair done.
Hair appointment not till next Sunday, boo.
But I'm at that point now where I'm not like depressed or like, but my sleeping habits are off, and I'm trying to refocus, and I go to bed at the same time and get up, but it's really hard. You know, it's nothing. The next day, like, you gotta just put a top on, make sure you fresh, and go sit in front of your computer in case you gotta talk to somebody mobile. You know, but it's really, I can see it people. I can see us getting to certain people, but I really see how we have to really refocus our energy and really just figure out what we want right now. Because we all, and what I like about this moment, we're all on the same page. Like, there's no one person that can get more than the other. There's some people for a certain thing, but I think creatively, we're all on the same page. and a lot of the artists that I'm speaking to, they're taking that perspective and running with it. So now, all the fashion people in Baltimore are now all on the same page. You're all having to refocus your energy and re-strategize, and now you're having to communicate with each other and figure out how can what can I do, or what help can you need? And I've seen a lot more of that than I've ever seen ever before. It's still the crab mentality, people trying to get what they can get. I see more people trying to help people. So, we don't have that much time left. I wanted to bring two topics.
Your mic.
Ah! But I don't. First of all, so I left my laptop at my school, and I've drugged this laptop out of oblivion. Like it's been under my
You can't
bed,
use your
and
phone?
I did, but I figured I was like, well, I have my laptop. I might as well use the laptop. And oh no, I think I cut off. And I'm not happy. It's not that great. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm a hardworking man. I know how to work. I don't know how to.
What, Nate?
Okay. I'm trying to turn my phone back on.
Well, he don't have to kind of clip onto his shirt.
Oh my god! All right, I'm gonna do that.
If you would just sit up and stop going to sleep.
I was doing that because it
How you get to take a nap and the both of us got to be up?
First of all, you're used to this type of shit. I'm not. I pretend that the camera's not even there. So now I'm in charge of the camera. Fuck this. This is too much. But I wanted to just bring up two more things. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
I can imagine what
Amen.
we'll see on this.
Amen.
And I do like this show. I just got to see it real quick before I turned it off because I didn't want my phone to die. Anyway, so two movies that I saw. One, the Madam C.J. Walker movie. Have you gotten a chance to see that yet?
I saw it.
Did you like it? I want you to be honest.
It was. I'm trying not to get cut up behind this.
Be honest though. I want your honest opinion.
It was interesting, but I agree with Rockefeller though. When he made that comment, I wrote it down. Shit, then I tore it up. Hold on. What did he say? If they don't like it, fire them.
You fought. You didn't get this hard. You didn't get this far. Giving into what people want you to do.
Well, true.
So would you have preferred her take her company public, or would you have been loyal to those women who have been selling for her door to door?
I don't know why she couldn't do both. Well, then I'm thinking in the 2020 time frame. I need to think back then. But then for me to even watch that is a milestone in my life because I try to stay away from shows that talk about that kind of racial disparities because I know I'll consume it and I'll run with it.
But see, what I liked about this film, it stayed as far away from racial divides as they could possibly and keep the story going.
It did.
Like the whites that were involved in it, they had a very small portion of the story. What I thought you would get out of it is what you actually got out of it. That tab between what Rockefeller advice that he gave her and what she ultimately chose to do. But I think the thing that you have to understand, she was dying. At that point she was dying. So I think she was worrying more about her legacy at that point than closing the deal. Had she not been dying, I think she would have followed his advice.
I mean, I guess so. And but like I said, my mind is in 2020. Like, why didn't she think or convince them to do both? And then my take on that was, okay, I get it that you have, I get it that you have, I don't know. Fuck it. I don't know.
But see the hesitation that you have, I can understand that because ultimately the people around you, they should be a part of your vision. They should not come into your company, your vision, and have a vision bigger than what yours is for your dream. That's the part that I struggle with working on my own a lot. Like I don't want a lot of yes men around me
You might.
me that's going to destroy my dream and make it their own. But at the same time, people who are, and we've talked about this because this is a struggle that you have, and it's just stressing people. It's just stressing people to do
Yeah, but
what
just suppose she took went their road. And just
right
suppose she went their road and then it flopped. Who does she blame? She can't blame anybody but herself
for herself.
because
And they would ultimately blame her. They will ultimately blame her.
oh yeah, so it's a lose-lose situation. Like, look, this is the decision I made. My board is on board with it. This is what we're doing. This is why I think that this is the best move for this company. And I don't see why she couldn't have done both even back then.
But
There was really nobody stopping
when
her.
when I watched it the second time, I recognized that because she was dying, she was just trying to make as much money as she could, make as much market herself and her business as much as she could, and leave a legacy. So the fact that she found that little girl, that gave her life legacy because she knew her daughter was gonna be a lesbian and she probably wasn't gonna have any children. So she already saw like the legacy stopping when she died. But and again, what I've been going through the last 2 weeks is just going through my mental Rolodex and taking notes
Your
and
mic.
kind of over things, huh?
Oh, every time I say your mic, it fixes itself. I'm just gonna say that your mic.
I think when I'm moving around, I think that's what happens. So I think what because stop it. I'm trying to get my thoughts down. But one of the things that I'm glad that I got to ask you first because I haven't really wrote much about it because it does. It's so many things that needs to be unpacked in that film or talked about in terms of how we do business with each other, how we work together as a team, and I think for her main objective was I think and it's crazy. I think her whole objective was
Your mic.
Motivation. She was willing to work for that lady for pennies, but when that lady didn't want to help her, and why the reason that allegedly the reason that she didn't want to help her, I think that drove her to success.
Oh yeah, anybody.
Because many of us are being.
I think anybody who you ask a question and you're very passionate about something, and they tell you no, it's more of oh well you and I know for me it's more oh you think I can't succeed, and so for me it's just going to make me work even harder to prove you wrong, which is why I don't.
Is it the no that makes you work harder, or is it getting back at that person?
It's because I know what I can deliver. It's because I know what I can deliver, but because you're a non-believer, you don't even attempt to even ask questions. Well, how the 4 W's and the H, you don't even ask because you look at my skin color and you wonder, okay, so does she have a degree? No, bitch, I don't. But I'm qualified. And so it's important for me to continue to strive to reach the goal at the end of the tunnel or at the end of the pathway that I'm trying to achieve and screw you. How about that? Oh, I need one. But first, I need you to talk into your mic.
I had to wet my palate. But what I would say is, and I would love to like maybe have a further conversation where I interview you specifically on this because I'm curious specifically for women, but more so people of color in general, how we do business. Because she didn't have any know-how. All she really had was her own personal story. That's
And
all she had.
that's all I ever had when I started. I didn't know.
Mhm.
And so I don't know. I think it's just a heartfelt thing that when you're so passionate about something and you know it can be successful, whether you wrote a business plan or not, and you have that fire where you just won't, you're not going to stop because somebody upset you, so now you're canceling stuff, or I'm just not going to do that. No, screw that. Then it wasn't a real dream for you in the first place. If you let somebody stop you.
Well, and I'm gonna speak for me. This has been my existence as an artist for a long time. And I think people look at me, and because I haven't made $1 million at the stuff that I know how to do, and they know I'm excellent at, people often don't give me the respect.
So why are you waiting on for somebody to give you something that you know deep down in the core of your soul is there?
Well, I'm gonna tell you the difference between, say, you and I. So you have been almost in a way self-made in many aspects. You've had people along the way to give you pointers and things, but for the most part, you've been self-made. I went to school and not learn, but I went to school to perfect what it is that I already knew how to do.
Oh, okay.
I'm waiting for. Say it again.
5.
Okay. So and part of that was waiting for professors, waiting for my family and friend circle to come out and support me. And that became kind of the fuel that drove me. And when you didn't have any of those things, when you realized your professor was only trying to strengthen
The mic.
their resume, when their resume or their catalog or get their career popping, and it wasn't about you, it was about what you could do to help them, that becomes frustrating for somebody who isn't as self-made. Somebody, and I compare that to the two women that were in this play, that we don't know about the other lady and all her successes. We don't know about Madam C.J. Walker. And often I think self-made people have that idea of self-made people have that idea of why are you letting these things get to you? Why are you letting things get to you? Like, why are you letting other people you have what?
Don't get mad at us because you can't pay attention.
I was paying attention. I don't know. I can't tell when the mic is out.
Get off the bed and sit at the dining room table. There you go.
You can hear me now.
Yes, get off the bed and sit at the dining room table.
I don't feel like going in there.
See?
I've been in there all day.
Yep. Here we go.
But I was really curious as to how you took that movie in general. First of all, I'm not one of them bumbies that you know.
He said, he's not talking to me, y'all. So I don't want y'all to think he's coming for me because he's not talking to me.
Carl Wiley, Monty.
I mean, I guess if you're a hairstylist, I guess if you're a hair, because a lot of people that were commenting were mainly, I believe, because I checked
Angry
it.
black people.
I think they're hairstylists. So if you're a hairstylist, then you get it. I'm a businesswoman. And I
But
thought
see,
for
I
her
didn't.
to go with everybody else, like,
Uh-huh.
yo, at that point, I'm like, I don't even want to watch no more. I hope it's not another series or another episode after this because I'm not watching it.
But it was interesting because I didn't even recognize.
One, I didn't know how much she had actually did. I did not understand her taking.
Mike. Oh, now he's frozen. Hello. Yeah. Yeah, he's frozen. No, he's not hardwired. Are you hardwired or you
Again,
on the Wi-Fi thingy?
I'm on Wi-Fi, and I think that's what the problem is.
Oh,
So
you
the
should
next time I'm
hardwire it.
not gonna be on Wi-Fi. Actually, what?
Here we go. The battle of the service providers. I know. I got it too. $405 a month. I'm like, yes. Come
Wow.
through, Comcast. I'm sorry. We're back to you, Nate. Back to you.
I mean, y'all finished?
We're done. We're done.
So that was one of the biggest things that I just looked at that film. I didn't look at it from any other angle other than the perspective of the business side of it. And the second time I watched it is when I started seeing more of the story and more of the relationships. But I was looking strictly at just the business side of it.
So let me ask you a
Second
question.
film, the doc. Go ahead.
So what did you think about her marriage?
Monty. Thank you, Monty. What did I think about her marriage?
Yeah.
Well, they didn't really show the first marriage or the second marriage that well, but the third marriage,
The one when she was dating that guy, when she was married to that guy. I don't know his name.
Blair Underwood.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, him.
So I could not personally take care of anybody.
Now, whether I was making more money than somebody or not, that's not important for me. But if I see you're living off of my goals and my dreams, I have an issue with that.
But she created that.
Mm-hmm.
She created that.
But he didn't have any, like, I think before he was in the newspaper ad business prior to that, so he became what he was doing for her.
In my opinion, she should have put him on to do those things. Should have forced him to keep in his life and building his life. I can't personally, and this is based off of the women that I was raised by and the men that I was raised by. I cannot take care of somebody who don't have that goals and dreams and aspirations. He made her dream big and got mad when she took ownership of her own dream. I'm sorry, I can't. Even if we're partners, you have to have
Mike.
your own set of everything. I can't date somebody that I have to take care of. I can't marry somebody that I have to take care of. I can't do that. And
But I think I'm not agreeing with it, but I'm thinking that I don't think she meant for it to happen like that. But it turned out to be like that. But then he got mad because she just started doing things and wasn't consulting with him. And then he got a little upset.
But it wasn't his
man at the house. Well, when were you the man? Maybe when we in bed together? Because other than that, I didn't really see because
you
she
the
ran
man of this house, but not of my business.
Right.
That's
when
when I watched it the second time. I watched his character first, and I saw how all the men in her life, like, did you notice how his father was playing both of them against each other and being just as
Right.
supportive to both? Like, that's the people that we have around us, and it really made me start looking at the people that I got around me. Like, you can't take, and I think she made the mistake of trying to take care of her family while trying to build her business, and that sounds strange, but she only had one
Right.
child. She only had one husband. She took on a son-in-law, a father-in-law, a sister-in-law, and what I did appreciate about the story, every time somebody came to work for her, she physically said out her mouth, "I'll pay you." It was never, "Can you pay
She
me?"
physically said what?
She physically said, "I'll pay you to do whatever it was she needed you to do." She would pay them to do it.
So what's wrong with
So
that?
no, no, no. That's what I appreciated about it.
Oh, okay.
It was never. It was her story never took. And I'm quite sure it was people that helped her, but it was she was always willing to pay somebody
Right.
to do what it is that they had to do. That was the one thing that I think was kind of the saving grace for her character. Because I don't agree with her stealing the recipe, because she could have created her own. But
Right.
that I can't take care for that. I can't let people live off of me. Her son-in-law basically, her son-in-law basically sold her out, and he took care of her. Can you hear me? No.
Well, he sold her out because he thought he was gonna get something else, and then that flipped on him. So
But
that's
he, but he, I mean, he didn't follow his, and he was just like the Blair Underwood character. He didn't follow his own dream. He should have just kept trying to be a musician. Stop stirring them damn pots and killing rats. Like, go be a musician. He was waiting for her to buy him a jukebox. I never saw.
Mike. Okay, it's not working. Speaking of Mike.
A, a truck must have rolled by that Wi-Fi signal.
You need the hard wire. There's no way I could do all of this and be running off of Wi-Fi. It just won't work. Not for me.
The interesting part is I'm on Wi-Fi too, but it's
Oh,
like
no,
really
he's gone.
it gone completely.
Yes.
You're back to those again.
Hi, so welcome to the Sharon Nixon Show. Today we'll talk about me and Baltimore Fashion Week and the Fashion Umbrella. Oh, by the way, did you know we have a scholarship award program? Yes, we do. And you should go to fashionumbrella.org and complete the form. It's up all year long. So completed money is not dispersed until September. And then on top of that, children, because kids, youth, seventh graders on up, because you're not doing anything right now. And if you have a 2.5 or greater GPA, you, my friend, can apply for the educational honors. So go online, apply, upload your unofficial transcript. That's it. Voila, everything's online. So you can't say, oh, I got to mail it, blah, blah, blah. You don't even have to do that. Okay, that's all I got. That's all I got. I want to go out and get something to eat. Oh!
So we got the cocktail social coming up at 7 o'clock, and then we have.
That show. What's that show about?
Well, they sit around and talk about hot topics while drinking. So I don't know how that's going to work out tonight because I guess everybody's going to have their own hooch. And then we have it is.
Office or they're staying at home?
No, they're going to be at home tonight.
Oh.
And then we have It Is What It Is at 9 o'clock, who also will be at home.
Did you
I
get
really can't wait
message?
till this is over.
Did you get Nate's message?
No.
He said he's going to get his laptop.
From work?
He said, I'm going to get my regular laptop. Does that mean that the show's over for real?
He just messaged me there. She's
Oh.
over. LOL, this computer is trash. Okay, so I guess he's going to end the show now. Um, let me see. So,
Facebook is just crazy, bro.
I
They're
don't
making
know.
all these changes.
I know they made some change because now my messenger don't work right. It don't even give me notifications no more on when I get a message. It bings, but it don't say like the one in the corner, like I got a one message waiting.
Oh, okay.
It don't do that no more.
Now they got a live area. That's
Oh
crazy.
yeah, before you go live.
Yeah, what is this? I'm doing it through StreamYard. Why is it doing it?
I don't know.
Oh God, I don't have time for this shit.
Just give me the word, and I'll be like, okay, thank you for watching the Artist Exchange. You'll be back on Monday at 5.
Ah, there we go.
Excuse me.
I'm so hungry. All I do is eat, eat, eat.
I know, right? That's the worst part of this.
So I've been getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning and working out. And so I put the Zoom link up there, but nobody joins in. I guess they expect to be looking at me working out. I'll be damned. You don't need to see me while I'm working out. It's not a cute sight. Nope. You don't need to be seeing me doing no jumping jacks, none of that. I need you to work out. That's why I put the link up. Now so y'all can see me touching my toes and doing crunches. No, my workout time is private. Marnie is the only person that will see me while I work out. And that's great because we go to the gym together.
Right.
Oh,
I can't wait to go back to. Although I'm about to, I got me it's sitting in my Amazon cart that I'm going to buy me a treadmill myself. So
nice.
yeah, since I'm down in this basement,
Basement.
yeah, I'm gonna pump this desk up because I got one of these desks that pump all the way up. I'm gonna pump
Okay.
this desk up and I'm gonna put it in front of the treadmill and be working and
Oh,
walking
that's gonna be
and
cool.
working
Where'd you get
and
your
walking.
desk from?
I got it from Walmart in the fold up table section.
Oh, okay.
So it's got extension legs.
That's so cute. Extension. Oh,
Right now, I got it at the level of me sitting on the couch
hmm.
because I'm in my basement sitting on the couch. So I got to lower it down and then I drag it to my legs when I sit back on the couch. So I'm nice and comfortable with my head propped up on a pillow. Hopefully, I won't ever fall asleep, but who would know? Because I can be unconscious in a heartbeat.
I don't know what's going on with Facebook. They
I'm
were
giving
so-
him. I'm giving him. He said he's trying to get on one more time. I'm giving him minute updates. Now we're at 6 minutes left.
6 minutes for the show.
Yeah, he might as well just give it up.
No, we have to have faith in me.
He's just coming back to say bye
You're so mean.
bye. I gotta get the other show prepared and prepped and stuff. They never did it before, so I gotta give them instructions and stuff before we get started. He's coming, I guess, around the mountain when she comes.
Oh my God.
Oh, I finally got my truck back. I'm happy about that.
Yay.
It's been, what's today, Friday? 16 days.
It's been gone for 16 days?
16 whole days. I've been in a rental car,
Oh no. Did
which
you go
been
anywhere
sitting.
fancy?
Huh?
Did you go anywhere fancy?
No, I wanted my truck back. It's been sitting outside since we've been quarantined.
What was that picture? Not supposed to be the damn picture.
Who would have thought in our lifetime that we would be in a pandemic?
Not me.
This is so it's so creepy.
Creepy is not the word.
Trump says he'll decide on social distancing guidelines on Monday or
What
Tuesday.
did you write a guideline for? Stay 6 feet away from me. Like, I don't understand.
First of all, if we, all right, here's another thing that I thought about. Look, I was thinking about this yesterday, and I was going to post. I had wrote up the post, and then I was like, no, I'm not going to post this because I actually want to talk about it on my show. So here's what I was thinking about yesterday. I was thinking about how outraged people are about this happening and how it's ruining their lives, basically. People are being mad about having to be quarantined. And then, the younger folk are being like, okay, why am I don't, why, it's not happening to me. So why do I have, why do I have to stay in the house and be quarantined? Right.
Right.
So I thought about it as if, all right, say for instance, everybody here in Baltimore in particular are up in the uproar about our murder rate, right? So that pans out to be a little bit over 300 plus a year. So if you think about it, and that's a year, 300 plus a year. In the last 3 weeks, according to what television is telling you, almost 1,600 people have died over this thing. And why? So why do you think this can't happen to you? Like, why are you so? I don't even know the right word to say to that. It's not the same effect. Like, how can you be in an outrage about 300 plus people a year, but in the last 2 weeks, 1,500 people died? So if you make a rate of it, put that, compare that rate, 1,500 people in 2 weeks, do you know that's like over 15,000 people, 20,000 people a year? If you put that in the same rate. So 300 plus people to 15,000 people a year, if this continues, is what I'm saying.
But I don't think they don't. I don't. I can't say what people think, but I'm going to try. Um, I think they look at it differently when it's happening right in your city.
Hmm.
So far, what? It's only been one person from Baltimore City is that no three.
No, it's higher than that now.
Nate, don't be sitting there going to sleep.
No, I was trying to go on my page. Keep talking, keep talking, keep talking.
No,
You
it's
like
high. It's higher than that now. It's like 20 something.
from Baltimore City?
I'm about to check now. Hold on.
I thought it was just three. Y'all making my hair hurt. Can we talk about? Let's talk about me.
Oh, you
Let's
mean
talk
from
about.
Baltimore in particular? It's only from Baltimore. Yeah, it might be
Let's
two
talk
or
about
three.
taste this and that stuffed salmon. And you know what? I'm about to get on. I'm about to come up there. If I walk from my house to 25th and Charles and then walk back, that'll be enough exercise for the rest of the whole weekend, right?
Not if you eat something
That'll be 3
fattening.
miles. That's the only reason she coming up here to go to taste this. She ain't coming up here for me. She
They
want
not
to
I don't
on.
even know
taste
where
this.
you live at.
But
All
you know
I
where
know is
25th
Is that
all
what
I
that
know is you
place?
live on 25th near Safeway. That's it.
Is that what that place is called that she was telling me about that she loves?
I live right next to Safeway. Taste this.
How you live right next to Safeway? You live on St. Paul?
No, no, I
25th
said I
Street.
live right across the street from it.
Oh,
I'm
right.
on 20. I'm
Oh,
not gonna tell people where I live at. Talk
oh,
about where I live at.
All right, you guys, this time is up.
what the hell? He just got back.
Uh,
Right. So
Such a dictator.
this has been so anybody that's watching, this is how the artist exchange will be until we figure out what this pandemic is gonna be. And thanks to Money and his luscious locks, we have been here with you. Thanks, Sharon, for tuning in. Maybe to Sharon's home. maybe Sharon can be my co-host, and we can talk about salacious issues.
Okay, all right. I'll call you when this is over. Is your phone gonna go in and out like this call?
Yeah,
Oop,
yeah.
I can't. It was a little shade, just a little bit. It's probably the only one I'll ever get in my lifetime doing. Just a little bit. You gonna come from me. Don't do it live, please, Nick.
Bye.
Please.
See y'all.
Bye. Bye.
Next up, the cocktail social.
Money already did it. You late. Oh,
I didn't believe.
go ahead and finish. He's such a man.
I don't think he is, man. This is a lady.
I'm talking about you.